We pick up with the guy outside a saloon drinking before he heads inside. The liquor must be pretty bad if you want to get sloshed before you drink it.
How about buying me a drink, huh? I'll take anything that's got alcohol in it. Ethyl, methyl, cough syrup, whatever.
On the other hand, it doesn't sound like his standards are too high if he's willing to down actual antifreeze. They throw him out, calling him a drunk. That's the last thing we'd want to see in a saloon. Meanwhile, Millie is wondering what they should do in their pursuit of Vash the Stampede.
I've had it with rumors. From now on, I'll only believe what I see for myself.
Okay, well, good luck with that plan. Not sure how well your search will go for someone without actually asking anyone else. She just plans to keep looking around for anyone who seems like the kind of troublemaker that Vash would be, and coincidentally, Vash goes by. She still doesn't buy it. This guy is just an idiot around whom chaos and destruction swirl out of control. That sounds nothing like the humanoid typhoon. Even the fact that he responds to the name Vash when Millie called is unconvincing to Meryl. The guy is just too much a doofus for her to accept as the desperado deserving of a ginormous bounty like Vash has. At the moment, the drunk shambles into Vash and then blames Vash for running into him, crying about an imaginary shoulder injury that Vash caused and insisting a drink is just compensation for the non-existent harm that was caused.
No.
Hey, don't be shy. Hey, we're pals, aren't we?
This is not unlike the insurance salesman over on Planetes.
How about a little make-em kiss, brother?
Yeah, what the guy clearly needs is more liquor in him. Like the way you calm down a 2-year-old with M&Ms. Vash finally acquiesces, although he doesn't go along with the finest in the house. A, because he likely can't afford it, and B, anything higher quality than rubbing alcohol is going to be lost on this guy's palate. Vash has to turn over his gun, though. I guess to stop him from shooting up the place. Probably a good strategy given what happened last night.
I propose a toast to new friends.
Yeah.
And I think we're getting a good sense of how this friendship operates. Vash was hoping his new friend might point the way to Frank Marlin, the famous gunsmith. The bartender says that after the town was attacked, Frank made all these guns for the people, real impressive stuff, and even taught them how to use them. He was something of a folk hero. Vash came here hoping that Frank could fix up his gun. It's got some problems. But the drunk says that Frank's a hopeless fool not worth his time. That's disappointing, but not as much as Meryl's discovery that this town has no sheriff.
My dear, this is a very quiet town. Nothing serious ever happens here. I'm proud to say that Warren City is a safe place full of happy people.
Unless you count the loud choruses of How Dry I Am. She tries to explain that Vash is coming here, but the mayor brushes it off. This place is so peaceful that if anything, Vash would be a novel break from the norm. Little do they realize that bandits in the hills are, in fact, plotting to rob an armored truck coming to town. And that will likely bring more excitement than anyone wants. It's like the difference between a little BDSM and being waterboarded. Even if it's a good thing to you, it's still too much of a good thing. They mention rumors about Vash the Stampede being around.
All right.
So I take it everything's all right then. But yeah, if the people think Vash is here, then it will play right into their plans. Hopefully he won't need to play an active part in the plan. After running into Millie and Meryl, they head back to the drunk's place to follow up their booze drinking with some booze, like an after-dinner mint. The drunk explains his current philosophy, that there's a balance. If you help someone, you'll wind up hurting someone else in the process. Therefore, the only choice is to do nothing. And apparently he's very good at that. What we learn is that Vash expected something like this, as the drunk is, in fact, Frank Marlin. A tailor told Vash that those guns that he made to help people, those very same people used them to rob a bank, and in the process, murdered Frank's wife and child. It's basically the story of the Punisher, when you get down to it. Weapons expert named Frank has his family murdered. Except the Punisher would have to replace his skull body armor with a "This guy needs a beer" t-shirt. When Frank wakes up, he hears the commotion of the robbers. The one in charge claims to be Vash the Stampede to terrify the locals into not resisting. Vash doesn't seem happy that people are robbing a bank in his name, so he starts considering options with Frank, who says that the best one is to just stay back here and let this play out. It's not their problem.
Look, do you see that little girl?
Yeah?
Her mother promised to buy her something with her money that used to be in the bank before this happened.
You know her?
Nah, just made it up.
Oh, it's a nice story, though. It helped motivate me, certainly. I mean, not to do anything dangerous, mind you, but I would definitely want to see if there was something that someone with a useless skill set could do to help out. Vash uses his boot knife to stab the escape vehicle's tire and takes out one of the goons when he tries to attack. It looks like there's going to be a showdown, but that's when the bartender comes out with one of those guns Frank had made for the people of the town to defend themselves. And soon more people do the same. Even the mayor pulls out a weapon. And in the end, Frank himself puts a finger up to the back of the crook's head, threatening to blow his head off with it, driving the crooks out of town. 3 cheers for the true hero of the day, a well-armed populace. Frank sobers up and fixes Vash's gun, but there is one important concern for him.
But there is one thing I want to know. What are you going to do with that gun?
I intend to use it to create equality and peace throughout the world!
I'm your worst nightmare, a heavily armed hippie.